Hello and welcome
to the Familiar Gaming Channel or podcast.
Yeah, you could actually say fucking podcast this time, and you didn't say fucking podcast. Are you shitting me right now?
I didn't know. I forgot.
Podcast episode 17.
It's all the vape juice.
Yeah, it's all the vape juice.
His brain.
Yeah, Zach walked into my room and he was like, "It's really cold in here," and I was like, "Don't worry about that, because in the next 15 minutes, the atmosphere will be smogged up by fucking vape and
the
all of
greenhouse effect in its full glory.
It's gonna be glorious.
We can literally prove global warming in my room.
Yep.
Alone.
I think I'm gonna do here.
What are you doing? Yeah. What are we playing?
We're playing the new Battlefront game.
And by the way, who are
EA.
you?
I'm Jonathan Oliver.
And you're going to be playing this game with us?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing it. I own this game. This is mine. No one else's. Mine alone.
Okay,
I'm fine with Fallout.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh yeah. No, don't worry. We'll get to that. He didn't have to mention that this was his game, but fuck it. If he wants to be like that, we'll be like that.
I wanted to.
No. It's
I don't
fine.
have Fallout. I have no shame about that. I'm still playing The Witcher 3, and that's a massive RPG and open world. And I don't really need
I don't
Fallout
have that,
right now.
and I'm jealous, but I'd rather have Fallout at the moment.
Ditto.
Well, there it is.
Who are you?
I'm Zach with an X.
Zach with an X?
Zax?
No, X at the front.
You said you wanted to change your last name, so what are we changing it to this week?
I'm stuck between Castle and Novak.
Castle and Novak?
I find
Zach Novak?
Zach Castle sounds better, but Zachary Novak sounds better than Zachary Castle.
Zach Castle
so
sounds better for an actor?
How mature do I want to stick with Zach or be mature and go with my full name? That's the decision I have to make.
Zach Castle sounds better as like an actor.
It's like a celebrity,
right?
It rolls off the tongue. Zachary Novak sounds like an author or like someone that's behind the scenes a little bit more than maybe a chef.
I think you should Zach Novak sounds a lot more modest.
Yeah.
So I think we should definitely do that. Do you want to just give us a quick, before we actually get into the podcast and stuff, just like what the map is and everything?
Right now this is on Tatooine. This is kind of like just like a little loading dock. Right now we're hunting heroes, so that's on sale. He just got killed.
He just got a bitch. Did you get all the collectibles?
No, you can't get collectibles on multiplayer.
You can only get them on missions
and all that, yeah.
Okay, so
Can we talk about the biggest travesty in Battlefront?
Go for it.
No Lando Calrissian. What the fuck is that?
I can think of so many reasons why the fuck that is.
The best hero.
And here.
He's like the coolest dude ever.
Well,
he's alright.
We can't.
He's slick as fuck.
No, that actually brings up a really good point with one of the problems with Battlefront. John and I were really upset about it. The fact that we don't have more lightsaber wielding.
Yeah, you only have Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
And Palpatine.
Well, that makes
Palpatine doesn't wield a lightsaber though. It's just lightning hands.
Yeah, he doesn't in the original because it's based on the problem is it's based on the original trilogies and there weren't a lot of people with lightsabers. Yoda wasn't ruined in the original trilogy and they didn't have him fight with a lightsaber. Palpatine, same thing. They didn't have him fight because he's more menacing when he just uses the Force.
But I mean, it's not like we're sticking to the exact story. It's not like there is any story. We could have they could have put Ben Kenobi in.
I suppose, but he's not.
See, you say that, but I mean, this is a video game, and I don't really.
Well, I think they made it even though with the number of bad and good guys. So if they had Ben Kenobi, they would have had to come up with another bad guy.
Oh darn!
That may have been why they decided.
Oh darn!
Because who are they gonna put in Jabba the Hutt? they have Greedo, and who wants to
play
Greedo?
They could have put in another bounty hunter.
An unnamed bounty hunter that we don't. They want named characters. That's the thing, though. I think
because realistically, Han Solo would never stand up to Darth Vader or the Emperor.
Boba Fett wouldn't stand up to
Luke Skywalker,
a Jedi.
Yeah, right.
Like anyone that uses the Force, really. But I can understand that part. But I don't know. There's not a lot of main characters in the original trilogy that you could make a hero, I guess.
Right, which is upsetting.
You could do Admiral Ackbar. I'd play as him all the time.
I guess John and I are just very spoiled from the first game.
Yeah,
Battlefront 2.
The first two games, the original games, and because there was such an assortment.
If this was in the prequel times, then yeah, there's a bunch of you could be all the Jedi,
Mace
Windu, Yoda, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Qui-Gon
Jinn,
everyone.
Yeah.
Yaddle. If you want to switch it up, you don't like Yoda, you want to play Yaddle?
Yaddle, and
you want some more ear hair?
Yaddle, who's a part of
the Jedi
Yoda's
Council.
race.
Yeah, he's also in the Jedi Council.
Also on the Jedi Council, if you didn't know.
I just got 14 kills, though. That's pretty good.
They could have put this. See, I can't think of any bad people.
That's why I'm saying I don't.
They could have
blame
put
him.
Chewbacca.
Well, they
He's a good
didn't
guy.
because they wanted to do 3v3. I mean, it kind of makes sense what they did.
It does make sense.
What I think they're gonna do is they're gonna add Kylo Ren. They're gonna add probably one of his like Brotherhood dudes or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're gonna have to put in new good people, so they have to put in Rey.
Well, they're gonna put
Because I mean,
Chewbacca.
you have so many good people you can put in.
Yeah.
It's really just a matter of trying to even out the scoreboard with.
You got to keep it fair. You can't have like 6 heroes and 3 bad guys and
Right.
expect.
Right.
You know, that's not cool.
But God, I just wish we had more.
You could do. Well, you can't do extended universe because
Can't do extended universe because
no
that would
canon.
not gather people.
Well, it would be.
It'd be cool.
You could,
It'd be
make it work,
amazing in an ideal
but
world.
they're only going to work with canon stuff because they've expanded the canon to being all new ideas and like original stuff.
Right.
So like all the original trilogies, the prequels, and any new things coming out from Disney
Right.
are canon. Everything else is alternate universe. I think it's called Legacy or whatever.
I think for the extended universe, they can put that's because if you didn't know,
There's a ton of people in the extended universe. You could have
no, I was
a lot of the Darth. You could have Darth Bane.
yes.
Fucking what's his name?
I think honestly, there's a better chance of Kylo Ren coming in. Because I was gonna say, if you didn't know, EA is making a what we believe is an MMO.
Nice. Yeah, no, they're. I heard that they were making an MMO or
Yeah.
at least a big open world RPG, where you're gonna have like a lot of control over like your options and story like guidance and all that good stuff.
Which we can't wait for. They've absolutely confirmed it at this point, but that's where I think more of the extended universe will be seen.
Well, I mean, I was talking to John because I recently got him into trying out Star Wars: The Old Republic,
Right.
which is an already existing MMO from like 2011, based in the old Star Wars timeline and the extended universe.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that's canon anymore because it's based on extended universe,
Fair enough.
like literature and comic books and stuff.
Right.
So I can understand them making a new one with the new universe and the canon and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not opposed to it. But
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't mind if they.
what they need to do,
Because I'm not sure if, like, the Star Wars in me, until I see the new movie.
yeah,
Because what most Star Wars nerds are what everybody's pretty much saying is that the newest movie, will never be as good as the original trilogy. But it's going to be better than the
prequels.
well,
yes.
it's obviously going to be better than the prequels, but I don't know
Me
that I would
wiping
say.
my ass is better than.
I don't know if I
prequels.
would say that. Okay, I'll say this: A New Hope, Star Wars, the original.
Right.
Older people would just call it Star Wars because that's what it originally was called before the
Or
change.
Blue Harvest.
I think the new movies could be up to par with A New Hope because A New Hope was written and directed by George Lucas.
Yes.
It wasn't until Empire, and it was a great movie. You know, it started
Yeah,
Star
good
Wars,
one. Yeah.
but Empire Strikes Back, when you had different writers and another director.
Yes.
Same with Return of the Jedi. Those were the two pinnacle Star Wars movies. So I think it's probably not going to be as good as Empire or Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Holy shit!
Damn,
easily,
dude. I just
easily.
God
the best one.
damn,
Like
bro.
I do.
I thought you said Empire.
No, I thought
I said Return of the Jedi. That's the third
Jabba
one.
the Hutt.
Something I gotta say.
Jabba
Oh,
the
yeah,
Hutt
yeah.
is Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Is that
That's
I
amazing.
absolutely
It's the best one.
Love
I
playing with
thought we had a
Han Solo.
disagreement.
No.
Oh.
That no.
Maybe it was someone else, but yeah, I Return of the Jedi is my favorite, even with the what are they called?
I really like
the
A New
Ewoks.
Hope.
Even with the Ewoks,
Even with the Ewoks.
it's still good for you.
Yeah, no, that.
But yeah,
whole-
so it'll be. I think it could be as good as New Hope. I agree that it's probably not ever going to be as good as Empire, or Return of the Jedi, because of how much cultural significance they have. Even if it's better cinematographically.
Well, A New Hope was cool because that's when
better
you first
acting
saw
and stuff.
you first saw Yoda, right?
No, you saw
No,
no,
that
you
was-
saw him in.
Oh yeah,
Empire.
no.
New Hope. You just
right.
see Ben for like the first 30 minutes.
He's like, go to the Dagobah.
Yeah, okay, that's when you get introduced to the Dago system.
That's when they blow the Death Star the first time.
Right,
Yes,
right.
the first.
You don't really know a lot about the Force in that one until,
Up
and then
until-
Empire comes in and like changes
Fuck
everything.
me.
You got your shit fucked.
Yeah, that
I mean,
was-
what are you
expect?
gonna do?
The most powerful
He's got a
Jedi
fucking
of all time.
And I'm pretty sure we all collectively agree that we trust J.J. Abrams. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, very much so.
Very
I mean, he did
much
a
so.
And it's not
wonderful
just him,
job
that's
with
the
Star
thing.
Trek.
You're right.
Lawrence Kasdan, the guy who wrote Empire, helped writing this one. and sort of planning out the trilogy. Although he said he's not going to come back. He's going to, after, I think this one, I don't know if he said 8, but after this one, for sure, he's not going to do anything with Star Wars. He's probably, I don't think he's going to be like, if they come to him and need his help. Because, he did it in the 70s, and then... he's been doing Star Wars for so long, and but I think...
Do you know who's coming up on 9? Yeah, I think I told you this.
Yeah, what was his name? I can't remember his name. The guy who did Jurassic World.
The guy who did fucking Jurassic World. Fuck.
But you have to realize that the writing for Jurassic World...
Oh, get him. John, you got this. Hold on, wait, I just want to see him do it.
No, it's not good.
No, he's gonna do it. Come on, John.
Oh no, someone else got him with an orbital strike. That fuckhead.
What a piece of shit. Go teabag him, just for shits.
But I think the direction in Jurassic World wasn't really bad or anything. I think it was the writing and the storyline.
Yes.
I didn't have a problem with the way he directed the people to act, or like. I mean, some of the cinematography was a little bit weird at times, but that's because they're using so much CGI.
Yeah.
I think if he sticks with Disney, I think is going to make him stick with J.J. Abrams using a lot of practical effects.
And his idea.
There's going to... J.J. Abrams, I'm sure, has laid out the trilogy. It's just going to come to him to sort of put it into action, but I think he's going to have all the right people propping him up, that I'm not worried, really. I mean, there are other people I would rather direct it, but...
Who would you rather direct it?
The guy who directed Kingsman, Matthew Vaughn. I would love to see him do Star Wars. I would rather see him do like an underworld hot cartel.
Kingsman was the spy movie.
Kingsman, the Secret Service.
Yes. Was that really that good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Did you not see that?
No, I haven't seen it.
It was great.
Dude,
action
that was awesome.
The church fight scene was amazing. All the fight scenes were really good. Yeah, he would be really cool as like a spin-off movie.
If they had, I would be fine with him directing it if they had Disney animators behind. Because I really trust Disney animators to make the Star Wars film. Yeah. Because they do, I don't know what kind of, like, drugs they're taking every single night just to continue working as hard as they fucking do. But, like, what Disney animated film have you just been pissed off with? Like, in terms of how it looked?
None of them.
Right? Yeah. Because, so I think if...
Well, I mean, are they going to do animated movies?
What do you mean?
So far, I've only heard of live-action Star Wars movies.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying the effects and stuff that are clearly going to be put into the...
Oh, well, they're not going to use Disney.
They're not using Disney?
Disney, they don't... to my knowledge, Disney doesn't do a lot of special effects. They were going to use I'm sure, other companies and studios. Because Disney just owns it, but because I've never seen a Disney movie that does, like, CGI and the practical effects, and I'm like, holy shit. Because it's always animated, usually.
How... are any of us, like, diehard Star Trek fans?
Not diehard.
No, but I enjoy it.
Right, like, exactly. But I mean, like, that,
Which do you prefer, the original or Next Generation?
Are you talking about the original or what?
Star Trek. So that would be... That would be Captain Kirk,
or
Spock,
Jean-Luc
Sulu, Bones, Scotty.
So you're basically asking me Kirk or Picard?
Yeah, versus
Kirk.
Picard, Riker, Data... I can't remember the black guy's name with the eyes. He's pretty cool though.
Wasn't he reading Rainbow as well?
Yeah. I think so. And then the Klingon, Worf. I can never remember his name either. I mean, they're both really solid.
They're both really solid captains. It's very hard for me.
But if you want to narrow it down just to the captains, that would be easier.
That's basically what I narrow.
Because it's really hard to do the crew because like they're all so different.
Exactly.
Like, why is your hair looking so weird?
Yeah, why does
your hair's see-through sometimes?
I don't know.
I thought maybe you had like a cloak, like a invisible.
Probably because he's got really
like
thin hair.
That's some really weird like space gel that we don't know.
Yeah, like is that protecting his head?
Look at that! That's so weird. It looks like a spider web. It looks like you have a hairnet over your hair, but it's not touching your hair.
You gotta keep it safe, bro.
Okay.
Victory!
I don't know why you wouldn't have a stormtrooper helmet on.
8 of those people, I won.
It's a lot more safer, but you know what? Fuck that. Why do I wear a Shaft's hat whenever I play Fallout? That's really what you gotta ask.
These are the questions you gotta ask.
Exactly.
You said it, man, not me.
I would definitely say
Hey, your boy.
God, it's so close because I love Jean-Luc Picard, but I'd have to say Kirk. He's so legendary. And why? Who would you say? narrowing it down to just Captain.
Well, I do like the character or the actor who plays John Picard.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, everybody loves
I
Patrick
love
Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. But
Seth MacFarlane really loves Patrick Stewart.
does he really?
Yeah, he narrowed it for Seth MacFarlane. Patrick Stewart narrated Ted. He's in American Dad. He does a shit ton of voices for Family Guy, and also, yeah,
I really didn't know that.
Seems like a really cool guy.
he does seem like a really cool guy. I was gonna.
I like Picard.
You like Picard?
Yeah, because I feel like Kirk is I don't know, he's a little bit too reckless and like sort of violent. I feel like Picard is the ideal captain. For a, I mean, if he were to if Captain Kirk was flying a military vessel,
right,
I might say maybe he's better. But because they're explorers and they're supposed to go to uncharted areas and explore and like meet with new aliens and all this kind of stuff and be scientists and diplomats, Jean-Luc Picard is the ultimate captain for that, where he's very diplomatic. He's all about science and reason and the arts, and he's very cultured. But he's also not afraid to get violent when it's the last resort, like when he has to.
Whenever it looks
but
really
he's not,
sexy.
He doesn't want to go to violence. Kirk will, to my knowledge, Jean-Luc Picard has never hit a woman.
Resorts to violence.
He's never punched a woman. Captain Kirk double fist punched a woman once.
Oh my god.
And he's always getting into fights and stuff.
Good reasons.
I hope.
Yeah. But yeah.
Spock
though, I like Spock a lot more than Kirk, but because he's all about reason and logic and like science. So I think that's tying why I like Picard more.
Fair enough.
Because Kirk doesn't care much about that stuff. He's like, I just want to fuck anything that moves, get in some fights, break all the rules. Like he's
I think you're really describing why I like Kirk a bit more than.
Right, but I like Han Solo for that reason, because he's a scoundrel out for himself, but Captain Kirk is supposed to be the captain.
If he doesn't just fuck Leia's brains out every night, I don't know.
Well, like, Kirk is supposed to be the captain of a vessel. Like, there's a lot of responsibility, and he doesn't seem to care much about it. He seems to like to do what he wants without thinking through it.
Right. The reason I asked the question, because it was like... and your argument to this could be that J.J. Abrams was trying to bring up, like, a different audience to Star Trek, was really trying to, like, appeal to the modern age, which is fine. But what a lot of diehard Star Trek fans, the problem that they had with the new movies was that J.J. he basically used the whole different dimension cliche,
right?
Which is really a really annoying cliche to me at this point. He used the whole different dimension cliche just so he could
cross the new characters with the old.
Pretty much, so he could pretty much like destroy the universe and basically make an entire universe that just had a bunch of Star Trek themes.
You didn't like it?
No, I loved it. What are you talking about? It was a fantastic film, amazing film. But that's only because I'm not a diehard Trek fan.
Right. Well, they did try to appeal to a broader audience.
Exactly, and that's why I agreed with it.
The problem is, broader audiences generally try to stay away from Star Trek because they see it as this uber nerdy thing.
Yes.
So when you make a movie trying to target it at a general audiences aren't going to go see it that much because they think it's too nerdy.
Right.
And then the diehard nerds are not going to like it because you tailored it, you like simplified it and made it more accessible, and they want it to be, for them basically. So they don't like it. So like there's a bunch of people that it didn't work for anyone, but it got him the gig.
It got him in a
directing Star Wars because it felt more like a Star Wars movie than it did a Star Trek, but it was limited by the fact it was Star Trek, that he couldn't go full force and make it a Star Wars movie.
It really
so I'm glad that he now is able to do obviously what he wanted to do and make a Star Wars movie.
Like, oh no, yeah, don't get me wrong. It totally proved that, like, hey, I can take this really old idea and I can make it into a great idea. And it really showed that I can make a great movie as a director and put 20 different lens flares in every single camera shot.
You guys want to know what's kind of funny?
What's kind of funny,
really
man?
Quick, it's just me, Darth Vader against this one rebel.
What the fuck?
He left. I knew it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, everyone left because I fucking destroyed last
just
time.
win this. I mean, you got 11 minutes to kill. And just start...
What's my score? 1,000? No, it's not worth it just to stay in.
Start cutting down trees. What do you mean? Get points from nature.
Nah.
So
if only.
Actually, bringing it back to this game.
Bringing it back.
I bet you have like a mountain of positive things to say about this game.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm just gonna.
I also have some negative things.
I was gonna sprinkle it with one negative thing.
Let's go play big games.
Hold on. Was that Greedo?
Are you Greedo?
Yeah, you can. Here, I'll show you the races real quick. Actually, might as well.
Just give us a little look-see.
Just a taste.
Well, you can make different races.
Why does your gun look like a dick and balls?
Just because that's how I like it.
That's fair.
So you got all these old people, and then you can play this guy.
Solison. Wow.
Play this guy. Play that.
Awesome.
Play that.
Zabrak, nice.
You play this. Play that.
Yeah.
And you play that.
Hey, she's a Jedi, but fuck it.
No, she's not.
No, that's a
We
race.
like as a race.
That's okay.
Yeah. You don't think there's like multiple others?
Yes, I did assume that there were
But
multiple
Has
others.
there ever been a Rhodian
You
Jedi?
get most of these guys at like 40 to 50, which kind of sucks. So you got to really get up there and play a lot. But you can beat all these other humans, which is kind of cool.
If you're a expert in the extended universe, has there ever been a Rhodian Jedi? I'm not talking to you, audience. Please let me know, because I would be interested. Because I've never seen a Rhodian like Greedo.
And then these are
Jedi.
the other,
Neither have I.
skins. You can be a scout trooper or a shadow trooper.
Why wouldn't you be?
They kind of seem like dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was other armor selections rather than.
I was talking
talking
about
about the Rhodians.
I was talking about the
Oh.
Rhodians, but yeah, show me the
Well, we've only
Stormtroopers again.
seen one. We've only seen Greedo, so that
I do like
maybe
how
we
we're
shouldn't
forced.
judge an entire species by its.
No, let's judge it. I do like. Come on, man, we're American and white. Let's judge an entire race by one.
Why
So
would
you
do
just
that?
judge an
One person.
entire race by saying we're white.
Huh?
You're the problem, Tim.
I know. Let's
This can go back to his political views.
I like Shadow
don't
Trooper a
fucking,
lot.
Don't fucking no. That's not funny.
Shadow Trooper is really cool. Why wouldn't you be Shadow Trooper?
I like how we're forcing people to go to the visuals. So yeah, show us like a little bit of.
I like that.
Can you customize the color on the helmet? Because I
No,
would like that to be
this
like
is-
an orange.
Would you say okay? So
This is
like
how in-depth
playing the
customization
game.
goes.
Playing the that was gonna bother
That's
me.
as
Like you
in-depth
can't
as it
even like
goes.
customize the face or like facial hair or anything.
No. I
Okay.
mean, you can to like the extent that like you can select the one that's already pre-made, and you have to unlock it with your credits.
Right.
But like you can't like go and change like the nose or the how like sharp the chin is or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, before we get into this, I just wanted to sprinkle the one negative thing that I read in an article of people's reviews after the game came out was that they promised at least like 10 hours of solid gameplay where you're just getting more and more new stuff. But there were people who like they didn't even get to like 10 hours and they already got like the majority of everything they wanted, and now they're just kind of replaying and replaying. And like their ranks are already up, and I know we're not those players that are like that good or like continuously keep playing for like that long.
Well, I mean, I've put in at least 10 hours, and I do have most of the stuff that I need. There's still other things I want to get, but
I mean, you're
for the
slowly hitting that.
majority. I'm starting to get to like the slow down point.
Okay, so like that's what I kind of don't
I'm
like,
gonna
and I think that's such. You're gonna keep playing, of
No,
course.
forgot. Yeah, like
Yeah, because I mean, why wouldn't we? We're
Beautiful game.
We're
And
very
you just spent
Ah,
$60
shit.
on it.
right
better get
because
your money's
that's
worth.
such an EA type thing that like, oh, we really want people to get bored of this quickly, so
Fucking-
we can.
Can I tell you the worst experience I've ever had with game time, like gameplay?
Yes.
Time? I saw Ignacio playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I played a little bit of it at his house. It was really cool. Kind of a longer game, you
I
know.
liked it a
Well,
lot.
decent, like 20, 30 hours, depending if you do all the
Just
collectibles
about.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I couldn't find the original one because this was like 2 years ago or something.
Yes,
So I was
played
like,
both.
I went to get it on PS3. I went to GameStop to get a used copy. They didn't have it, but they did have. The only thing they had was a Star Wars Force Unleashed 2 Collector's Edition for $40, and it came with
What
the
do you-
DLCs where you get to be
What the
you get to
fuck
kill
were the
you get to go
DLCs?
you get to go find Luke and kill him as a Star Killer and like all this kind of
Okay.
stuff. But I played through the game and the story. It literally took me 4 hours to play through the story because I found out, I did not know this. The idea is that it's supposed to be like a Diablo type game where you replay levels and stuff, and you like when you beat the game you keep all your abilities and unlocks and costumes and stats and stuff.
Right.
And you're supposed to keep going up in difficulty levels and playing through the exact same thing.
Yes, yes.
It's a bit
But I didn't know there was that type of game, and I would not have spent $40 on it, knowing that, because it's not as in depth as Diablo. It's not the same kind of thing.
Right.
And I was incredibly mad and disappointed at
Did
it.
you go bring it back to get your money back?
No, you can't. Because it's a used copy. I didn't buy it.
I was gonna. Yeah.
It had been a week already because I didn't play it immediately.
Well,
Those
I
games
think
have
they have like
no-
a 30-day warranty.
No,
or
it's a
something.
7-day.
Is it really?
Return warranty.
Those games, the Force Unleashed games.
The first one was really cool. Like,
No,
I
don't get me
liked it a
wrong. They're
lot.
cool games. They have no replay value any sense of the word, like
Right,
at all.
but at least in the first one, it was like trying to find collectibles and like you could spend time getting in depth and like doing stuff.
Like
But in
even
the second
barely,
one,
like
there wasn't
I
that.
felt even no need to like go back and get the collectibles. Don't get me wrong, it was a
Well,
really
that's
cool
just-
game. I loved it,
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to, but
but it was like, oh wow, I played through that story. That's cool. I don't really want to do that again. There was nothing like in there that just blew me away.
right,
The cutscenes looked kind of fancy.
they were fine
They were fine. They weren't like
for a late mid 2000s game.
Exactly.
2008, 2009, whenever it came out. I don't know, 2007 maybe.
so like
But yeah, that was just the worst experience buying a game and getting no playtime with it.
Funhouse. They do this like really. They have this series where basically it's called like I forgot what it's called, but basically if you spend $60 on a game, they firmly believe that each dollar should count as an hour. So if you spend $60 on a game,
I would say
That's a good way to put it.
every $2 an hour.
right? Yeah. Like, and I understand that.
Yeah.
They just say it for like it sounds better or whatever.
It depends on the game, you know, because I generally I love Bethesda games. You're never gonna have a problem buying a Bethesda game where it's like, or even a Bioware game where you're like,
Don't worry.
I didn't get enough playtime.
We have the last half of the podcast to talk about Bethesda games.
But yeah, I do find it similar because my mom will complain sometimes about like, why would you spend $60 on a brand new game?
Exactly.
And I was like, Mom, and my main point is always, you know, when we go to a movie theater and pay $9 a ticket to go watch an hour and a half to 2 hour long movie.
You're being very modest.
Well, I'm not counting it. We usually will eat dinner at home and not buy stuff there.
Well, still,
Still,
tickets,
yeah,
I
what's
think
your
it's like
ticket?
$10 to $12. Like,
I'd say 12.
Well, it depends where you go. We usually try to go on like matinees and stuff on the weekends.
oh, there
Oh,
it is.
okay.
That's
But-
why.
Or you buy a DVD that you're
I'll-
gonna watch once. It's an hour and a half, 2 hour movie.
I was gonna say, what if you're gonna go see like a new movie at the Cobb, which is a movie theater near us. A new movie at the Cobb is like what, $14?
Yeah, just about.
Well,
And
the ticket,
Including
IMAX,
tax
the
and
ticket
all?
price
I mean,
doesn't
if you're seeing it in
vary for
IMAX, it's about
how
$16.
new the movies. It's just like what your age is, what time of day it is.
Okay, yeah,
I think it's like $12 for an adult
but still,
without
like,
a matinee discount. It's just like
and I exactly where you're going with this. Like you're only getting
what that's like. I don't feel like doing the math right now in my head, but that's like nothing compared to spending $60 on a game and playing 20 to 30 hours. That's $2 to $3 an hour
exactly
instead of
worth it.
like what $6 an hour, $7 an hour.
Right. So what I was gonna, because this will definitely play into years of my topic, absolutely. But I wanted to like bring it back a little bit to Battlefront. I wanted to, so like the black stormtrooper armor that we saw. Would you say that to you, who's been playing this game, would you say that's worth you spending 17,000 credits on it?
Was that 17,000?
17,000.
Holy shit! I mean, I imagine I'm gonna like have that many in order to get to that level.
After a while.
But I mean, is now the priority. If anything, I would want the Scout Trooper armor. That shit looks awesome to me.
Okay, how much is that?
I have no idea. I didn't really look. I'm gonna go
Probably similar because it was like
we'll get a
later
shot.
level
Oh.
ones.
just watch it stack
I just
up.
wanna
Dude, you
see it
got
happen.
killed by a wind instrument, you bitch.
Ooh.
Yo, you just fucked some worlds up. Yeah, but what's so shitty is that, like, players like John or me or Zach, like, who have, like, other shit going on, and we don't have time to just kind of sit right there for, like, countless of hours and play this game. Like, I feel like you're gonna get, like, enough credits to get the Scout armor,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna come out with a DLC. And then...
That gives you the Scout armor.
No, not
Which
that
would
gives you the
piss
Scout.
me off.
That would really be shitty. But no, like, that involves you spending more credits on something else. Or, like, you having to have more credits whenever you just spend all your credits. You're gonna... Oh, yep.
Oh, damn, that guy
I don't
from
know.
over there.
It looks like you got shot
Bordeaux
by...
Patrolots.
Vortex Punch. What? These... Hold on, wait. Who's the funny? What are...
Where's Luke? Yeah,
Mastodon.
he's my partner.
Mastodon.
Mastodon.
J. Mike. How creative.
It was a Godfather
Fucking
reference.
shit.
Con Polo.
Hey, you
That's
know
the
Matt?
Han Solo gun
What the
that
fuck?
people got with the fucking pre-order, or rather, it's the premium gun, and it's so fucking overpowered.
Can you imagine that guy probably changed his fucking name to Con Polo just so he could, like, either he just really... I hate when people do that, whenever they specify like they specify their gamer tag to a single game. Because if your gamer tag is gonna be best Halo player 117, don't play any other game.
Right.
Get the fuck out. If I see you in Call of Duty, you're a piece of shit. If I see you,
You're an absolute piece of shit.
If I see you in Battlefront, if I see best Halo player ever, you shouldn't be playing this game because this isn't Halo, and you're not gonna be the best at this. You stupid shit. That's so dumb. Con Solo, what the fuck? Is that a clan? That has to be a clan, right?
Why do they have Halo?
They have ODST helmets. I don't know. That has to be a clan. So, I don't know, how much time are we at?
33?
Sure, so, speaking of games, that for like every $2 equals an hour.
You know, I would hesitate to call it a game. I would call it a lifestyle.
I would call it a world. An entirely different...
An experience.
Dimension itself.
Did you guys see there was a Fallout 4 video where it was like all these people...
Is that a new game that came out?
Yeah.
I haven't heard
wait, what is it?
Fallout 4?
Fallout 4.
That might strike your fancy.
Like they've already made 3 games?
I'm gonna go play Fire Squadron. No, they've made 4.
They've made.
And then this is the 5th.
This is the 5th.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Kind of misleading, but I understand why they did it because they technically didn't make one of the games. New Vegas. They didn't make. They didn't make New Vegas. Somebody else did.
It was Black something.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
No, it was Obsidian. My bad. I was thinking Black Rock Obsidian.
So, John,
Like
you would say
the Black Rock and Lost.
I don't watch Lost all the way through.
I
watched like the first 10 episodes and I was like, I'm done.
The minute they started putting notes at the bottom of the screen to explain to people what was going on.
No, that was the reruns.
I know, still, but like that's sad when you have to.
It's just a complex storyline, and some people are just too stupid to understand.
It's not a complex storyline. It's a dumb storyline that got way too jumbled and out of hand.
Maybe you're one of those people then, Tim.
Nah. Yeah, I'm one of the people that agreed with everybody else. Yeah, okay.
Maybe I hate you.
Maybe I hate you.
That's okay with me.
That's fine.
But yeah, Fallout 4.
Love you too. Forget about it.
So yeah, Fallout 4. John, you would say how many hours would you say that you got in this? You say you're close to 10.
About 10.
About 10, and you've already kind of stopped with like everything.
Ooh, your boy's about to be the Millennium Falcon.
Zach, how many hours have you put in Fallout 4?
In total, among my 2 characters, probably 20.
Probably 20. I would say I'm at around 15, and I'm not even done with the main story. I'm not even close to done with the main story.
Well, I'm not focusing on doing the main story completely through. I kind of will do a quest, and then usually it'll lead you into like a newer area.
Right.
And like I got into Good Neighbor for part of the quest,
which so I really like Good Neighbor.
Now I've done the quest that follows after that, so I'm gonna go back and do some stuff in Good Neighbor. I heard there's a companion there who's pretty cool, especially for my assassin stealth character.
Explain to me why some ghouls are fine and other ghouls aren't.
Whether or not they're feral, I think it's just like...
Oh shit.
Some people lose their minds.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the radiation or they just go crazy because they're isolated and no one wants to interact with them because they look like ghouls.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a deeper lore explanation, but I don't know.
I'm just saying, the minute you walk into Good Neighbor and you meet the mayor, I think that was fucking terrific.
Yeah.
I love that entire scene where he just. By the way, we are probably going to talk about a bit of the spoilers. Like if you are in the middle of Fallout 4 and we're prefacing this just by saying we're walking into Good Neighbor. If you haven't walked into Good Neighbor yet, just turn your headphones down. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Good Neighbor. Home of the Good Neighbor.
Welcome to Good Neighbor, home of the Good Neighbor. May I take your order?
Yeah.
But yeah, where you walk in and Hancock just fucking stabs the guy. Mm-hmm. That was great. He's like,
did you do the intimidation?
I did the sarcastic followed by the intimidation.
Yeah.
Did you have Nick with you whenever you did that?
Yeah.
He did not like that.
He didn't like that I intimidated him.
And that was just so shitty. Why not?
I was like, what am I gonna do? Pay the toll, Nick? Jesus.
I hacked the.
Stand up for yourself, Nick.
If you go into the, whenever you're in the mine place, what's the mine place? Where you jump into the thoughts. memories.
Oh, the mind. I don't know. Something.
If you're playing the
it's
game
like
where you jump
yeah.
into the memory place
where you see
can,
the doctor and
and you go through Kellogg, the cereal's thoughts.
yeah.
If you go upstairs, there's a computer, and if you hack into that terminal, it'll and you snoop around in it and stuff, it'll be like, Nick really liked that, and I was just like, how is Nick gonna like me doing some shady ass shit, and not me intimidating a guy who's intimidating us? Like,
Because he would rather you smooth talk, I think.
which is fine, but I don't think he has to like dislike that decision.
I don't know. They have to do some way to balance it. Otherwise, they would just always like you.
Do you like the facial customization?
Yeah.
I really liked it. I thought it was
Did you redo your guy's face?
I did redo my
After
guy's
You
I
can
pointed
redo
out-
your face?
Yeah,
it's
there's a
surgery,
guy. Yeah, he
Oh, that's awesome.
costs
Yeah.
100 caps.
which is really cheap.
It used to cost a lot
yeah.
more
especially for facial surgery.
in New Vegas.
how
It
would
cost a
it-
lot.
right?
I'm trying to remember how you did it in New Vegas. I think it cost a lot more. You had to find a guy hidden away somewhere.
Was it like $350? A little bit more.
It was pretty expensive, I think.
But yeah, no, you can. Kind of weird to get used to, cause like even my guy looked a little weird, and I even had to go in a second time afterwards, cause I thought the nose looked fine in the customization menu, but then I got out and they looked really, really way too small.
Did you do the thing a lot of people do where they just look straight on when they're
No.
did you turn them-
I turn my head like I'm shaving, like I shave. But yeah, no, I think the doctor's a little weird that you have to go to in Diamond City.
yeah, it was a little bit suspect.
By the way, if you're just starting out the game, just go straight to Diamond City.
Yeah,
Let
you'll
that
get
be
some
the first
shops.
thing.
Yeah, I find that I ran out of ammo a lot before I got there.
Right.
So it's definitely good because you have a dedicated arms dealer and ammo supplier and stuff. So
Brian.
you get some good quests early on. You get some good experience, like
Yeah.
helping people out, just doing some basic stuff.
Also, the main quest leads you there anyway, so definitely go do that. I can recruit Piper as a
I've already
companion.
fooled. She already admires me. I think that's the like that. Maybe it's the first step level of like liking when someone likes you, they admire you.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the first or the max.
How do you?
Once someone admires you, you can romance them depending on the. You can start to romance them. You have to like flirt with them. You get the option when because you know how they'll randomly talk to you.
Right.
Especially Piper, she talks a lot. You'll just be walking around the world, and she'll initiate a conversation, and you can like.
So basically, all you have to do is talk to that person. For them
Yeah,
to
and
start.
just do things that they like. Like Piper likes when you pick locks,
Yes.
or smooth talk people, or sarcastically respond to people.
So you're gonna fuck her?
I
She's the newsletter lady, right?
She
yeah,
is.
I don't know how they're handling sex because they've never handled sex in Bethesda games really. Like they've never had.
Intimately.
Yeah,
Because like you're probably just gonna like, you can marry, right?
I don't know. I haven't.
I mean, hey, you have an extra wedding
I
ring.
mean, I'm like BioWare games, which are some of my favorite games. They always have romances where you have sex scenes, and they show you a little bit. It's like softcore,
Right.
and then you have like the Fable tactic where you just go into a black screen and hear noises,
Or like Witcher.
or that you go the God of War tactic where you just like there'll be like
Where
a
you just hear a giant explosion.
there's like
No.
they're like in the first game, you're in a bed, right? And you see
Right.
you see the girl, her titties are out and everything, and then it's a mini game, and you go in there, and it's like quick time, and it zooms in.
That was
to
like
the-
Assassin's Creed 2.
yeah, the side of the bed, and you see like there's like a vase on like a desk or dresser,
Yeah.
and as you're doing it, if you're doing well, you hear all the noise and stuff.
That's
And
awesome.
it'll start to like wobble over, and as you climax, it falls down and breaks. It's like, and then there's one where in the second game you come across two women in like a hidden little bathtub behind a wall.
Yeah.
And it does the same thing, but with one of those fountain heads. It's like a cupid thing with like the pissing stream.
Yeah.
And it I don't know. It gets weird and like really strong and stuff.
I feel like in God of War.
So there's like different tactics for sex.
You would
scenes.
just climax, and it would just like the bed would just fucking explode.
Yeah, Kratos is a fucking.
That'd be
Monster.
terrifying. Like.
When I imagine Kratos, I imagine a dude with the thickest dick possible,
like
like a thermos,
like veins that would be
Choke
kind of
like
like
almost.
you
like
fucking
like a Pringles can. You know what I'm saying?
yo that guy is so Papa wrong.
I fucking hate that guy.
I feel like
I swear to God, someone's gonna get the fucking
that, like, are, like fucking
Yep,
speed
someone.
bumps
God damn it!
that you would like would be fucking terrifying. I wouldn't. I don't think in a fight that I could beat Kratos' dick. Just his dick,
No, definitely
like not even him. He wouldn't have to do anything. It would just like his penis would look at me, and all of a sudden, just normal human arms. Would
sheer
just
intimidation factor. It's like a Jedi mind trick. But yeah, so there's different tactics. I don't know how Bethesda, if there is sex scenes, how they'll approach it.
Right.
I guess I'll find out when I keep playing. You know, try to romance and stuff.
Yeah, what a fuck.
Because you can romance anyone regardless of gender, but there's certain characters you can't, like robots, dog meat. I think there's
You can't
fuck your
romance
dog.
I know,
dog
right?
meat.
What the fuck is
What
this?
a
What?
shame.
What have I?
I
Why
thought this
would
was
I?
2015. You know?
I thought this was. I like. Why am I even playing a post-apocalyptic game if I can't fuck my dog?
Right.
Like, do you know how
Really no
long
point.
Esme's sitting in the living room, waiting for the?
Oh yes.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I love playing this ship so much.
Oh hey, yeah. Thank you, Neil, for reminding me. I actually was asked to sign a petition today.
For what?
Of
Medical marijuana.
nice.
No shit at Walmart. It was it was so funny because I walked up to the guy, and he was just like, "Are you a registered voter?"
Voda.
Why is he from Long Island? Hey, you mister.
Hey, you mister.
You
Are you a
registered
registered voter? Are you a registered
Sounds like he's from
registered voter?
Mississippi.
And he asked me that question, and I was like, oh shit, like I'm not gonna lie to him, but I know if I say yes, I'm probably gonna have to fucking sign something. He's gonna try and sell me some shit, and I'm just gonna be late for whatever. And then he, this whole thought process went on, like within like the 2 seconds of pause that he had before he started talking, and then I'm in my head, and I'm just like, unless he asked me to sign something for medical marijuana, I'm really just not even gonna listen and probably not gonna sign it. And he goes, "You signed this petition for medical marijuana?" And I was like,
Fuck
shit.
yes.
I was like, "Give me that shit." Okay.
Sit your happy ass down, sir.
And then we
we're gonna
just
have a talk.
then we just started talking about Colorado and their economy and the amount of revenue they're putting in. And I don't want to get into this in the podcast. I just thought it was really weird because I've never been asked to sign like
I
anything.
want to get.
I've only signed 2 petitions in my life. One of them, and they're both within the past month.
One was for bestiality.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Well, then 3 actually. The first one was for
Really trying to push that into Congress.
Daniel. What's the guy's name? The guy who
Radcliffe?
he was dying, and he wanted to see Star Wars.
Yo.
Daniel, I can't remember his last name.
By the way, shout out
I
to
signed
him.
that
He
one.
did. He died like last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did we mention it?
I heard about
I
it.
don't think so, but he was able to see it. They showed him, you know, it's not totally edited, so he got to see more than our normal audiences will,
Which is awesome.
which is good because usually people pay for that on the unedited, like, director's cut.
What if after like the end of the movie he was just like, oh, well, that was okay.
Awful.
That was
Could have spent his last 2 hours with my family, but alright. No, but yeah, I'm sure they made him sign a bunch of non-disclosure agreements and all this kind of stuff, but
I don't really think his fucking life. I don't really think he had to.
No,
hey,
but
just don't
he
talk
seemed
about
like-
this for the next
he
week
seemed
or
like
so.
enough of a fan that he wouldn't spoil anything.
Right? And
But so I signed that one when it first started to get Disney to. There was one going around to get Disney to show him the movie,
right.
and then I signed one for the company I work for to allow facial hair on men besides just a mustache, which you're allowed to have a mustache, but it's only the
For what,
military.
Publix?
Yeah, it's only military style mustache,
Yeah.
so it can't go below your lip vertically or horizontally.
That's weird.
So you can't have any facial hair, and the petition is like, let us have, you know, facial hair, but it has to be like trimmed and groomed and reasonably short. Like it can't be a Duck Dynasty beard. And then with the hope that it would later lead on to like earrings for men, hair color, you know, that sort of dumb shit that's on the dress code.
What did the Millennium Falcon escape in 12 parsecs?
You
Nice.
fucking piece of shit!
Nice.
I
They
defeated
didn't
it
escape
though,
it.
so I got the experience. That's
Yeah,
good.
what-
They completed the Kessler run.
Okay,
4
yeah.
parsecs,
For-
which doesn't
I'm-
make sense because
I know.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna,
in the
I-
extended universe, they worked that saying that the way warp speed works, it turns distance into time.
That's funny.
That's how they made it make sense.
Oh, shit, we're about
Because
to
George
lose.
Lucas, he's like, that sounds cool. I don't care what it actually means.
I was gonna say, like for a ship that completed the Kessler
Yeah, I
run
got
in
the
12
most
parsecs,
kills
John
to
was
do.
really keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Slave One, you know. It's Boba shit.
Yeah, I know. Boba shits.
Boba shit.
Hey, most kills 7.
Yeah.
Good job, John.
It's actually pretty hard to get kills.
K4FX Joker Tony X.
Tony
Great
X.
gamer tag.
John, are you gonna level up by the time this podcast is over?
I already leveled up once.
Maybe.
Oh wait, that was before the
Yeah,
podcast.
13
Oh wait,
minutes,
I don't
John.
believe you.
I got 30. Yeah, no, fuck yeah, I'll level up.
Nobody saw it though. Really, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, still, they're gonna see this one, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, John, you're such a good gamer." I'm gonna be like,
What the
yeah.
fuck were we talking about before?
Fallout.
I know we were talking about Fallout, but which part of it?
We were talking about romance and stuff, companions.
Wait, did you One, are you like okay? Do you know anything about the Brothers of Steel yet?
Not. I haven't really interacted with them other than I did the initial quest where you find them in the Cambridge police station and you help them get a some device, some transmitter,
Right.
so they can call the rest of the Brother to Steel. Which, if you do that, I don't know if it's dependent. When you left
Yes.
Kellogg's, you
Yes.
see the blimp. Okay, so it doesn't matter
Kellogg?
because I did that and I thought maybe
Cereal.
that's why they called them. Because he was saying all people report to the Cambridge police station, which is where you find them.
Right.
And he offers you after you do that to join the Brother of Steel. I declined on my new character. I was like,
Can I just make a very quick suggestion? Bring Nick. Anywhere on the main mission, bring Nick. Because there will be times where you really need to hack into something, and you can look at him and like command him, and if you just point at a computer across the room, just have him hack that, and it'll help a lot. Because there are a lot of things that you're unable to hack unless
Right.
you have.
I think he's like always. I don't know exactly how it works. I think he's just one level above you or something.
But everything in Kellogg's area, he can hack. Like I was able to
I
hack
think
everything.
so, yeah.
Well,
no, I tried hacking the expert one. You
yeah.
ever-
Oh no, I
he-
hacked the expert one.
Oh, he didn't do that for me, so.
It took him twice. Not twice, but like it took him a bit longer than it normally takes.
No,
him.
he went through the whole thing when you couldn't get it.
Oh, that's weird.
So I don't know if maybe did you level up your hacking ability at all?
Not my hacking. I'm only focusing on my lockpicking because
Oh.
that's really the only thing I
Then,
kind of care
then
about.
maybe it's a chance thing. I don't know how it works.
I was gonna say how. Spoiler alert. Okay, if you're on the main mission, turn your headphones down now. How easily did you kill Kellogg?
Well, I should explain. I have two characters. I made one character, the Clint Eastwood gunslinger.
Yes.
But I decided I didn't like some of the decisions I made with the special skill allocations.
Okay.
So I made a newer character, and I also changed his name to Deckard, so it'd be one of the sci-fi names.
Nice.
So Codsworth calls me Master Deckard or Mr. Deckard.
Which is great.
So this guy's more of a sneaky assassin. He uses a silenced 10mm pistol, which, by the way, I have like fully upgraded at the moment. And I'll go in, I'll sneak in something, I have special skills with that. So I do more damage in sneak, I do more damage with silenced weapons and with handguns. So I'll come in, sit there, and like there'll be a group of guys standing there, just fucking headshot all of them. No VATs, just
Yeah.
all dead immediately, not even raise the alarm. It's great, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I had to wait till level 13 to modify guns so I got a level 2 gun nut perk, so
Yes.
I can make suppressors. But yeah, so this guy's that, and
You're second.
with Kellogg, no, that's the new guy.
Okay. Okay.
The first guy, I think I just used, I don't know, a certain pistol I had Nick with me. I sort of used some fragmentation grenades, the pulse grenades you can pick up,
Yeah.
and I sort of hid behind him, and I did it in one shot. I didn't have to reload or anything,
What?
but it took a little while. But then the new guy, I just used the mini nuke ahead because I remember where the armory was. I got into the armory and picked up the mini nuke.
Exactly.
fucking killed him
It had the
immediately.
fat man and
Yeah.
the military. What are the name of the robots that the institute makes?
The synths.
The synths. One of the synths drops like a military, or there's like a dead body with a military.
Yeah, it's the armory
passcode?
key passcode.
And you'll find it if it's in like a room kind of
Just
hidden
search
away.
search all the rooms, any opening, just go in it, and you'll find it.
And we suggest that for the entire game.
Yeah, definitely. Take the time.
But yeah, no, you just open the military armory, and there's just a fat boy sitting there right there for you.
Fat man. So I did
Fat
that.
man, yeah.
I killed him, and then the synths are pretty easy. I just mopped
I
them
literally,
up.
I literally just shot the synths, and then he's like, because it was so dramatic. He was like, "Are you ready?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm ready." And then
Oh,
I
you
just
said-
shot the two synths.
I was like, no mercy. I was like, I'm gonna make you suffer. Lied to him. I just ended it quickly, immediately. Batman. No suffering. But, because I had already killed him on my other guy, so normally I kind of roleplay through things like that, and I would rather my character wouldn't use that.
Yeah.
But I was trying to speed through so I could level up to 13.
I was like,
I was this far, very close to level 13. I was like, put it in the fight. I know what happens. I just want to end it.
I was like, I'm wasting one nuke on you, and I do not want to waste any more ammo.
Normally, I would save them probably for death claws.
Yeah, because those are a bitch and a half. The first death claw you encounter, which they kind of force you to, was like, it's so. I didn't really.
It's pretty easy.
No, because like I didn't understand it at first.
Really?
It took me like 2 deaths before I was like, oh, okay, I get how I have to beat this.
Just back up and shoot him.
Back up, shoot him.
Dodge sometimes whenever he charged at you.
I got up on a roof and then I just kind of shot down him. It was very easy.
I was like going level, just sort of.
Nah, did not work for me. Got me every time.
When you go into the glowing sea, because that's where you said you're at.
Yes.
I would very much advise you to stock up on a lot of ammo, because I actually ran out of ammo. My 10mm pistol.
Yes.
And all I had with me was a sniper rifle, because I had stored a bunch of my stuff to reduce weight.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
I'm guessing use the
There's
heavy
several.
armor?
I saw several death claws, but luckily I'm pretty high sneak at this point. So I was able to sneak by him. But there's a lot of rad scorpions, ghouls.
So did you use the heavy armor, or did you use the rad armor?
I just used power armor.
Power armor? Okay. I
mean, I have a bunch of Radaway and Radex and stuff, but I don't know.
So I figured something out because this is gonna sound so noob of me, because I thought that you were going to be able to get other power armor. Like when I left the one power armor that you had for the entire game, I like accidentally, because like I couldn't figure out how to get out of it for some reason. Because I'm guessing it's completely different.
See, Tim, they have this crazy thing called the internet.
Well, I use that.
No, it's
Xbox
very
One
weird.
controller, so I have all the same controls.
Cause like
what do you have to do?
Like for the right bumper is melee, but it's also you have to like hold it down to throw grenades
and stuff.
And it's
mines.
kind of annoying because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And a lot of buttons on here are like that, where it's 2 different controls. Just depends on how long you hold the button.
Yeah.
And so, I tried holding down A, or I tried pressing A, and it's hold down A to get out of the power armor.
Yeah.
And so like I took off all of the armor of the power armor. So now it's just like a stripped piece. It's just like a metal cage of armor.
What did you do with
Sounds useful.
armor pieces?
I think they're just kind of like laying there on the ground. I'm not sure if the Xbox will keep it though.
I don't know.
Cause like I did.
I want to look into that, man.
Yeah, there are a bunch of guns that I left in the mayor's office at Diamond City, and I came back like days later and they were still there.
Like days later in the game, or
a day later in real life, days later in the game.
You should try that, and I also know a location where, depending on your level,
yes,
you can get a few pieces, not a complete suit, but a few pieces of power armor in a location pretty close to Sanctuary.
Okay.
It's just kind of out there, standing there, waiting for you.
You should definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I know I got some pieces in another place, but it's like a little short little side quest.
Nice.
Where you can you actually get a companion from it, I believe.
Yeah, the only companions I have right now are the dog, Piper, and Nick, but that's only because that's who I get from the main quest.
Yeah.
And immediately when I met Piper, I was just like, I'm gonna.
I think that was recorded.
Was that?
Yeah, because when you first went to Diamond City.
it was recorded.
Yeah, we were recording the
Oh,
Fallout
fuck!
episode.
Did I say I'm gonna fuck Piper?
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember that.
I'm glad that I said that, because that's truly how I feel about Piper.
Your ability. No.
There's only one other
bastard.
I remember hearing there's only one other female companion.
What?
She's like a junkie.
Well, that's just sexist. I love and I hate how like the only
shit was at the end.
one of the only female
Holy
companions
shit.
is like fucking annoying, because Piper does get kind of annoying, just asking questions and shit all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything else?
It's just a really good game.
It's just an amazing game.
I'm gonna start focusing on the Minutemen more because I've been neglecting those quests. I haven't done any of them.
A lot of people. The reason I've been neglecting them, I'm right there with you. A lot of people have said that it's kind of just nice, just. Hey, go to this location, clear it out. Okay, now you have this location.
But I'm gonna play it in the style of like because I also want to start building settlements.
Right.
Because I've discovered several places where I've cleared them out. You know, with the workshop, you can clear a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And scrap a lot of the stuff, and I've cleared out a bunch, like several places. So now when I do the Minimin, I want to start doing the Minimin and also rebuilding settlements and stuff, and like strengthening the Commonwealth. Because I know that there's a point. I was reading on the Wikipedia, looking at some armor sets. There's an armor set called the Minimin General's outfit.
Nice.
And there's a mod on the PC that makes it like black and like looks cool. Because the normal one is like the texture and it's like a little bit lame. But the mod that I saw is like makes you look really cool. And for my sort of assassin-y, like professional killer type,
Right.
that would be like the perfect outfit to have on.
How good in comparison to other armor sets is the cage armor?
I don't know. I don't remember reading that. I just know I've seen the spike armor. I picked some of that up.
Yeah.
There's a mod for that where they make it black and like look badass. I don't know about the cage armor in particular.
The cage armor, yeah. If when you start off in Sanctuary,
What are the stats? How does it compare to Kellogg's armor? Because his is pretty good. It's 30 damage resistance and 30.
Is there like Kellogg's cereal in the game? Or
yes,
like that
Kellogg's
he's named
cereal
after,
is it's a box and you have to go kill it because
he's an evil guy.
he is an evil guy.
He's a scumbag.
But I mean, since we know Kellogg's background, would you say that his actions are justified or no?
No,
because
he stole your child and killed your wife for money.
Yeah, and he.
I
Also,
don't care how shitty his childhood was. That's not. You can't. That's not forgivable.
but his.
Which he even says, he's like, I knew then it was a mistake. You know, I know that kind of revenge.
Because he got his wife and daughter killed as well.
Yeah, so he's kind of a more sympathetic character, but personally, I wouldn't forgive him.
I wouldn't forget
because
he even admitted he was like,
yeah,
this isn't the first. I'm not saying that I haven't killed kids.
He doesn't like to.
Right, Jesus name.
But it depends because like bringing it back to Star Wars: The Republic, my bounty hunter. I definitely play that through in the style of like if I accept a mission or a contract,
easily
complete it.
Yeah, that's your job.
No double crossing, no switching sides. Complete the task. But that being said, I don't accept every contract. So if I was role playing a bounty hunter mercenary type, I wouldn't accept a mission that involved killing a kid. Like I wouldn't, or kidnapping a kid.
That was almost great,
right?
But I would do one to kill the parents.
Yeah, that's fine.
Knowing that the kid is going to have his life ruined.
I'd do it Kill Bill style. I would kill the parent, and then I'd go talk to the kid, and I'd be like, "Listen, you're gonna come after me one day."
It's like Afro Samurai.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then just to help the kid out. I don't know.
Kellogg's armor doesn't it only cover like your arm?
No, it's a full body.
Full body?
Yeah, it's 30 damage, 30 resistance.
Holy shit! I think I kept his outfit on, but I only took his like metal arm. And shit.
I mean, aesthetically, it covers his arm, but I think it's a full body armor.
Oh fuck! Well, yeah, I know the cage armor. I can't. I think it's like 24.
Yeah, and it's really heavy. Kellogg's is pretty light. And
Fair enough.
It's really good for especially early game.
Yeah.
There's one called Maxon's Battle Coat, which is on the Wikipedia. It doesn't say how to get it or where it's at. It looks fucking badass. Like I showed to you, it looks awesome.
Yeah, but the cage armor definitely good to start out with.
Is that dude on a speeder?
That is the guy on
What the fuck?
Hey, fuck.
Bacon Nation.
Bacon Nation.
Fuck that
Did he
guy.
just try and teabag you with a speeder?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would.
That was
cage
so
armor,
fucked.
Starting out, cage armor is definitely good because if you're in Sanctuary and you just go, if you go east, if you just go east for literally just like a half a mile, not even, there's gonna be like a group of like there's gonna be a little bit of water. Just cross the water. There'll be a random box, just like in front of a house, next to like a, I think, farm. And a guy will just kind of like come up to you and he'll just be like, "Hey, no, that's mine." Kill him. You got cage armor.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I missed that.
Yeah, no, because you
Which
really
is the great part about the game is you can play through it and miss
so much
stuff.
So much.
And I noticed in the second playthrough, there were a few. I guess they were random events.
Have you beat the game already?
Fuck
no, but I started a new character.
Okay.
But like there was in the first playthrough, there was a random event when I was going to Kellogg.
Yeah.
Where like there was two guys that looked exactly the same and had the same name, and one of them was pointing a gun at the other one, who was kneeling on the ground, and they were both claiming the other was a synth, and they, and it's like, what do you do in that situation?
What the fuck?
But that didn't happen the second time. That was only in the first character.
Hey, what did I say? I was gonna reach rank 22.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
I don't know. Just go play Fallout.
Just go play Fallout.
Or are you playing Battlefront if you have it?
Seriously, go play Battlefront for 10 hours and then go play Fallout 4 for the rest of your life.
Or play Battlefront for a good long time. Like what your boy's doing.
Yeah, go get everything.
It's fun. I have a good time doing it.
Go play Witcher, John. I'd rather you play Witcher.
I'd rather you play Witcher.
I'd rather play anything I so desire. That's just me, though.
No!
Look at that.
No, John!
That's not a part of the deal, John.
What?
You think you can do what you enjoy?
No!
Well, I think John ranking up, getting a victory in a match, and, yeah, that's a pretty good place to...
Killing the Emperor, it's good.
To stop,
good
right?
place to stop.
Definitely.
Right? Thank you all so much for listening.
Or watching.
If you wanna, or watching. If you wanna hear the audio, go to soundcloud.com/thefamiliarpodcast, and if you wanna see the visual, then you're on one or the other. If you're hearing this right now, you're on one or the other.
Right.
You should.
We'll probably just put a link to the other site.
We'll probably. We already have a link on both, I think.
There it is.
Yeah, just on YouTube, we're the Familiars, and this will be up on Monday, but the audio version is going to be on Friday. Thank you all so much for listening.
Yeah, give us a like, a comment, give us a subscribe if you're
Yiddish.
on what's the fuck's it called? SoundCloud. Give us a little heart, or a thumbs up,
Is that what they call it?
or then follow us.
And
Do what you so
comment.
desire.
We really want to hear what everybody's thinking about everything. We would love to hear feedback and just like how you guys, if you have these games, how
Maybe
you feel
want
about
to
it.
see us play a certain game or certain game type on Battlefront.
Are
or
you
see
mad
do
at us
something on
for
Fallout.
spoiling so much?
Yeah.
Like,
Unless your name's Daniel.
Unless your
you
name's
cheeky
Daniel
little
Perez.
bastard. Stop with those snarky comments,
you
Daniel.
piece of shit.
I know
We're
what you're trying to
trying
do.
our best.
You're trying to tear us apart, Daniel. I know what you're playing at. I'm not having any of it.
We're not gonna.
You
fall.
fucking cheeser.
You fucking cheeser. That's an
Why
insult.
don't you go watch a Dane
note to
Cook
leave off.
special, Daniel?
The kids what?
A Dane Cook special.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a low
got him.
blow.
fucking got him.
That's a low blow.
Fuck you, Dane Cook.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you bitch.